And welcome back to Talkin Spit After. We're your hosts, TJ Bay, Kenya Cox, and Alan Poe, back once again with the latest and greatest. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a special guest host today, Steve White, out of Texas, via East Oakland, California. He hit us up on Instagram. He hit us up on Instagram, want to get on, talk his spit the way we do. So, Steve, welcome. If you want to, please give an introduction. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Evan.
What's going on, guys? First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for having me on. Everything, but man, yeah, heard some of you guys' topics and everything. Just drew me in. Kenya, I appreciate you, answering my messages because I didn't want you to think I was one of those weird weirdos hitting you up. Alan, hey, I appreciate you, man, for hitting me back so quickly. And man, I love how you guys just network and work collectively. My background, I'm in finance. Yeah, originally from East Oakland. Moved out here in DFW back in 2018 when I first bought my house. Yeah, man, I just want to just give a different perspective. But yeah, man, I hope we have a great show.
That's what's up.
Most definitely. Well, thanks for being here. We definitely appreciate you, man. So, President's Day weekend. Anything go good? Anything go bad? Any experiences?
We had rain. I think we had rain. This President's Day, throwing in the middle of the week rotation, and then at the end of the week, some of the kids are out and some of them are not. This whole thing, they didn't do that to us. So the switch up is insane.
Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah, the switch up is insane. Yeah.
Yeah, Martin Luther King just won by himself in January. Then you did the 1, 2, 3 in February. No. And the kids here are out for a whole entire week. They need to go back to school. A whole week for president?
Yeah.
For
President's Day.
Yeah. A week.
Wow, that's
the Girl Scouts told me that. I learned that through them. I'm like, why are you guys here in the middle of the week? Oh, we're out for an entire week for President's Day. Why?
And then next month it would be like spring break.
Yeah.
Again. See?
Damn.
It must be nice. I mean, the kids are out of school a lot now these days.
Too much.
I think that is easier now because a lot of these classes or a lot of these kids, they don't even have textbooks. So they have more like interactive laptops, which they use in school to get their work done.
Oh, yeah, true.
So it's a lot faster. Like every day I pick Ari up from school. Hey, do you have homework? Nope. Already finished it. So these kids don't write I mean, we already talked about this before, but these kids don't write essays, poems. They don't do anything the same way that we used to. So
she has a laptop that stays at home that the school issued?
Well, yes, but it goes with her from home to school every day. So
she has to do that.
Yeah, so that's like her actual textbook.
And they don't have textbooks at all? The textbooks stay in the class?
Yes, if they have textbooks, but they would never know the pain of Friday after school, emptying out your locker, putting 7 books in your backpack and lugging that shit home.
So where we're from, Steve, because us three are all from the same city, King Middle School got out at 3:25 and the lockers were outside. So at 3:15, the school thought they were doing something, cutting us a break. They let us out at 3:15 on Fridays because you had to take every single thing out of your outside locker and take it home just in case the school got vandalized on the weekend. Everything out of your
locker. I forgot no more wrapping books with the brown
paper. Yeah, I was just gonna say that too. Remember we
people
had
putting the Stussy on it. I'm a '90s kid. Yeah.
We are too.
Hey, decorate the way you want to and throw your own little flair on it. Yeah.
Your little stickers and stuff. Put your little marker stuff on it.
Yep. So so my President's Day was pretty cool. I did a family day. Me, Ari, and Jelly went to the movies, and we saw the new rendition of Mean Girls, right?
Oh, wow.
Oh, they brought that back.
So I had a lot of friends who have kids that are older than mine, and they're like, yeah, when they turn a certain age, teenage years, you go. Yeah. So I'm sitting there watching this movie, and you know what? I felt it. I really did. A a lot of scantily clad girls
Wait,
on the
what?
screen, scantily clad, like they were showing cleavage,
In
dancing
the theater or in the movie?
in the movie.
Those are supposed to be high school. What?
Yeah, they're supposed to be high school girls, but it was like I'm sitting next to my daughter, and in my head I'm like, damn, she's getting like in real time,
Yes.
kind of not trained, but you know what I mean. She's kind of getting
Yeah.
what it's like to be who's pretty,
Normalizing
right? Who's pretty,
stuff.
who's a nerd and all this stuff, right? So at that point, I was like, damn, it's a little too much for a PG-13 film. But then I thought
Right.
to us growing up, I was like, well, they did the same shit to us. So it's like we were all pre-programmed to end up being who we are today, basically.
Right. Yours happened next to your daughter. We didn't do that. We didn't. Ooh. You
You
didn't even.
regret taking her?
Huh?
Do you regret taking her?
Right.
I mean, no, not really, because it's something that I mean, I pick her from middle school, and I mean, there were girls who wear makeup in the eighth grade, right? So it's nothing new to her.
Oh no.
The only thing I was a little shocked by was that I asked her, I was like, hey, so how'd you feel about the clothing? She's like, oh, some of it looked good. And in my head I was like, damn.
That
That's
crushed you.
programming.
She goes,
That's,
she over here showing her tatas, man. It's crazy.
That crushed you.
Yeah.
They turned that into a musical, right?
That too. Yeah.
Because I like Mean Girls, the first one. I still be quoting stuff from that movie. When I went to college, we talked about it a lot. But when I found out it was a musical, I went back and refunded my ticket. I was going to see it. And I'm like, why are they doing this musical thing? The Color Purple, I didn't know. That's my fault because I didn't read, apparently, that it's a musical. I was very mad at that. That's my fault because I didn't read up on it. But then when I found out that Mean Girls was, I had no interest. Everything cannot be brought back, remixed, and brought back as a musical. No.
from what I've seen with the entertainment industry, think cycle, like what
Right.
5 years has like a 5 year cycle. But if you
Mhm.
think about it, like when we were in the '90s, the whole retro thing was the '70s. Now the whole retro thing is the '90s. So things they
Right.
recycle. Yeah, it's
And
It was
it's funny you brought the color purple because we had just watched that like 2 days before.
the
And
original.
no, the musical.
Oh well,
So,
yeah.
so me and Jelly were like, man, this could have been a good movie, but it was just too many songs, right? So
Yes.
when we sit down in the movie theater, once the screen comes on, the main protagonist starts singing. And I bend over and look at Jelly like, is this a musical? And she's like, oh, I totally forgot it was. So I had to sit through another musical. But I hate to say it, this one was better than the color purple.
Come on, man, we supposed to be brothers.
Nigga,
Mean Girls though.
you getting your culture though, nigga. And you keep your pinky in the air, then.
Hey.
Yeah, right. So then yesterday we went and saw Demon Slayer.
What is that?
Is that a musical too?
No, this is it. No, this is an anime film, right?
That's
Uh,
Oh, okay. All
it's
right.
an anime film. It was, I mean, it was pretty dope,
You
right?
mean the one with the little boy with the little cut in his head?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, I seen
yeah.
that one.
So it was pretty dope. The visuals look great, but what I want to talk about, there was a trailer, and it was called Civil War, right? And so basically, it was about Americans fighting against each other. So basically, it's kind of like the collapse of America, and now we're going to become a third world country type situation.
hmm
So, how do you guys feel about like? I know me and T talk about this as far as like there are messages in movies and things of that nature. So in my head, I'm seeing this as okay, this is a precursor to what can become. So my question to you three, what do you think might be the reason why there might be an actual civil war in America?
in this day and age, I would think basically over the border and the debt that the country's in, high inflation, and nothing being done about it. And I think it would take a state like Texas breaking off like they did in the past for something like that to happen. But yeah, I think if people don't see any results in this upcoming election, it could go that way, but it'll probably take a whole lot more. Like it wouldn't be something that would just pop up overnight. You know what I mean? Like states would have to start breaking off and being like, we're not messing with you guys anymore. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's yes.
Definitely going to war. Trump in there acting a donkey for sure. War is near. Are we ready? Is the question.
I believe it's propaganda.
Hmm.
Program,
Um, yeah. Um,
like Steve said, program.
it is programming, but it's also it's you're gonna see a lot of the what how do I say the lesser minded people going to war than the people that it's gonna like I'm to be honest, all right, it's gonna be like the MAGA people and like any far left Democrats and stuff that are just gonna be doing it, and then we're all just gonna be sitting here watching like, damn, this is crazy.
So the
But
extremists versus the
yeah,
extremists.
it's extreme sides against extreme sides is what I'm thinking is because no civil-minded person is just gonna go to war over some politics. I mean, granted, yeah, inflation is bad and stuff like that, but I mean, it's happening. Um, what can we do? You gonna go kill somebody and throw your life away over it? Like, go ahead. I mean,
Very
the
true.
Yeah.
smart folks are just gonna be sitting here watching y'all, just like, damn, that shit, like you said, that shit crazy.
Would you say it's a scare tactic given it's a election year?
I kind of think it is. I think,
Point.
to be honest, I think, the Republicans are pushing this because if Donald Trump doesn't get where we're going to go to war, if Donald Trump doesn't get reelected and stuff like that. And we've seen, like, there's some loyal people to Donald Trump, the MAGA people and stuff. And yeah, but they make it seem like it's this huge, gigantic mob of people like that, and it's really not. Like like I said, they push propaganda to make you think all these ludicrous things, that might happen, and maybe they might come to fruition, maybe not. But I'm guessing not because it's just a scare tactic to get us to go out and vote for Donald Trump.
I agree with you. I think a state would break off before there would be like a civil
Yeah,
war. But even
yeah.
that, there's too much money in the market right now. Like the stock markets are doing so well. Like this,
What, like flourishing
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And the funny part is that I was reading the synopsis about the movie. So the two states that actually, so it's like the U.S. government, right? And the two states that are going against the U.S. government are California and Texas.
Of course.
Pro
Absolutely.
red, pro blue. Yeah, it's yeah.
But we're fighting against the U.S. government.
Mm.
So you think the Civil War is going to be? We're going to see. That sounds like propaganda to me.
Yeah, California, Texas would not be teaming. Nah,
Well, I
nah.
mean, if they want to, but I kind of think they would because they all have their certain thought processes and their own kind of way of living, right? So I think those would be the two states to team up and be like, hey, nah, fuck this. We still want our way of life. Let's be allies right now and go against the government. Texas wants their guns, right? And California wants to smoke weed and just chill out all day.
And have lower prices.
I can't see that happening. I mean,
I
California's
would.
the they would have to step their military game up, man. Like going against the U.S. government. Texas, they will probably be the only state to do it just because of how how
Everybody
high
is
their
there.
GDP is and all the military bases out there, and they did it before. And one thing about the South, it doesn't matter what race, they're really they stick to their traditions, right?
Yeah.
California, they'd be like, I mean, they
Be
don't want
all
the
over the
Texas don't
place.
want the California just moving out there, out here. Like it, yeah,
So it's territorial.
Yeah,
it is. It's like don't come out here and mess up what we have. No
Right.
state income tax, low. Come out here raising real estate and rent up because you guys want to pay whatever. Like it's
which is why which is why it kind of makes sense that those two states would be the ones to revolt. If you think about it, those are the two biggest states in the United States.
True.
Yeah, population, GDP, but what could California bring to Texas when going against the government? When like
Guns.
California,
What, illegal guns?
Yeah, guns. And you think you guys are close to Mexico? We're close to Mexico too. So don't think
yeah.
Mexico wouldn't get involved in this as well, because really Mexicans or Mexican people, they want California back to begin with. That was their land to begin with.
So would it be like they'll just sit back and wait for each other to destroy each other, then come in, or they're like, "Hey, we want to team up with you guys"?
You got to be the Avengers, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go get some niggas from Chicago, and it's a wrap.
Nah,
See,
man, I can't. Nah, it's
it's there. It's way there. And people in Texas with their guns, man, they get to go outside and practice with their guns in broad daylight. In
Right.
California, we can't do that.
We
you can't even
absolutely
buy bullets. Man, you can barely buy bullets out there, man. Like
You
Texas
can't
is.
buy bullets.
Yeah, there's so much
My
freedom
brother be
out here.
calling me, asking me for bullets, because I'm in Oregon. My brother calls up here and he tries to get bullets up here all the time.
Man, there's so much freedom out here, especially for all different races. Like if I flew you guys out here, I'm like, man, let's go to the range. You wouldn't believe it. Like it'd just be
yeah.
seeing nothing but us, just out there
Let's
having
go to the
fun.
range.
Like going to the bar. Yeah, it's so cool, bro. Like, and then with the whole constitutional carry, where you can walk around, you have the right to protect yourself.
Right.
And it's not, and it's legal. Like California, it's something happens to you, like you got to call 911. And then the police won't do nothing because it's like, oh, well, did they steal over $900 from you? Well,
Right.
Correct.
That value that they put on it, whether it's a misdemeanor or felony, or are we gonna arrest you or not? Are we gonna cite you out? Coming from
yeah,
California over there, that would be the biggest shocker to me, seeing them walk around with guns because I've only resided in California my whole life. So when I went to Tennessee for a weekend, and I don't know if it was airport police or city police, but walking through there with guns almost as tall as me. I was staring because I've never seen anything like that in California.
same thing happened to me when I went to the range the first time. They was laughing at me. I'm seeing it looked like a rap video. People, we in the parking lot, AKs, ARs, and stuff. And I'm sitting scared. I'm like, we got to go inside. They're like, oh, you ain't from out here, huh? I'm like, nah, I'm from
So
California.
obvious that you're
I'm
not.
talking about all brothers and sisters too. Like, nah, man, this is legal. Like, we have the right to protect ourselves. I'm like, oh, man, my neighborhood, I stay in a predominantly black neighborhood, upper middle class, safe. Ain't nobody touch. I wish somebody would come and say, mess with a sister, somebody, brothers will pop out like, nah, we ain't going for that. We look out for our own out here, man. In the town, but like something happened to you, they're just gonna be on their phone like this, recording it. Like,
You're on your own over there.
man,
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna bleep this out. So, Kenny, you were saying from moving from California to Texas would be weird, right?
Mhm.
So that's no different than,
Adjustment because I've only resided over here, yes.
but that's no different than seeing someone descent speaking perfect English.
Is that the difference you said, or you're telling me that's the difference?
What I'm saying is that's the difference as far as like it would seem weird to you.
Seeing and speaking perfect English,
Yeah.
I've seen that at the
I've
nail
seen that
shop, and
many
I
times.
couldn't
Yeah.
fix my face to quick enough because what?
Right.
That's what I was thinking,
It's
but
kind of
I
it's
wasn't
kind of
ready for
off-putting.
that.
I mean, not off-putting, but it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird, right?
But again,
Where did that
us
come
being from
from?
Seaside, we've got, it's funny, I was just telling my dude this yesterday. We got the Naval Postgraduate School, um, Fort Ord, and then what's the other one? Monterey, the Presidio. So we're used to seeing all of them here, but not talking like how you just described. English was their second language. That's what we're used to.
Right.
You
And
know, you guys do know that all those places teach languages all from all around the world, right?
But it's still a shocker to
of course,
us
just
seeing that
having a perfect English accent,
right
like
off the bat.
you still speak English, but
Yes.
normally you'll have like a hint or a tinge of your actual language.
Right.
That
When it's none and they're talking, it's good English, you still get the
like,
what the fuck?
yeah,
Instantly.
exactly.
Like, what are you, what? Where are you from? Who taught you how to speak like that? That's just the instant reaction.
Like, hi, I'm Luong. Like,
Yeah. Those are a trip. I saw that
what?
at the nail shop. That is a shocker, but it's the same thing, like you said. I've been to the gun range here, but not seeing a gun range over here.
Man,
Just like how you
it's
described. No.
man, it is totally different. The culture and everything's out here different too, man. Like people think it's done by like just country back roads. Now, I say in the DFW area, man, where it's all the jobs are out here too. All the companies are moving out here. It's
That's going to be
so
a
much
problem.
work. Oh man, it's crazy. I tell my people, they used to laugh at me like, "Oh, you moving out there now?" Oh, bro, rent
No.
still like 12 for a 4-bedroom house and everything. Yeah, come out here, bro.
And when
Oh, I'm seeing.
they start raising prices in Texas, you guys are going to feel the exact same thing that Californians felt when they all came out here.
You said no, he's definitely not coming back, right?
Man, no state income tax.
You gotta love
How do
that.
you think the checks is looking? No state income tax.
Ooh.
But you have to pay it on the back end, though.
No, I think it mainly gets made up with property tax because I run some real estate portfolios. Yeah, that's where you see it. But I mean, someone working hourly, no state income tax. Like man, food prices low. I haven't seen gas I haven't seen gas like in the threes yet. Every time I see gas, it's like 2.40
What
a
did you
gallon.
say,
Man, what you waiting on? We need some of that. Send it over.
2.40 a gallon, bro.
Tell us
I mean,
when you
I'm
Yeah,
electric, so but yeah, I
I'm
take
gonna
pictures
send
all
you
the
a
time
couple
and laugh. I'm like,
jugs.
bruh, man,
I'm gonna
yeah,
send
man,
you a couple
it's so
jugs.
difficult when I come back and visit Oakland, man. It's like, damn, man, like this is we getting robbed, bruh. Like,
All right. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I know what really is gonna start the actual Civil War.
bring it
what's
on.
that?
The NBA All-Star game.
Because there's no defense.
That's the war.
It's all
Nobody's
bombs,
defending
all
themselves.
attacks.
Oh my gosh.
So
I ain't gonna go ahead, bro.
us being men, how do you guys feel about the whole All-Star weekend game? To me, it's kind of bullshit.
I'm there for the 3-point contest.
That's
That's
Bruh,
it.
real talk. Like I didn't even make it to the second quarter. If I would have, man, whoever bought tickets, I would, man, ask for your money back. That was just just growing up from what we seen. It's like nobody's even got a guard. Like, what is this? Like an exhibition? What the?
Ain't no
That was
damn
sad.
exhibition. It's like a and one game. I mean, not even an and one game
At
because
least
they
they pay
play
some
defense
defense.
at least.
Yeah, man. And one, you get your shit thrown, bro. Like here, it was just like, come on, like anybody even gonna try laughing and stuff with their team? Like, it's no competitiveness or what the fuck is?
So
See,
I've
I
that's
never
what.
remember.
been.
Let me
So you
say
guys have to
something.
back it up a little bit and break it down. I've never been and I don't watch TV and
You never
I watch
been either.
basketball.
In the well, the NBA All Star Game used to be the best, the
The
best
reason
players
you
from.
watch, yeah.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah,
taking some people from each team and
Yeah, and do like an All-Star game, like
yeah,
The best players in the
best
league
players in the league.
playing.
yeah.
how
Up
many
until
teams is
then,
it?
and
Just
just
only
get
two
voted
teams.
in.
It's East against West.
Yep, East against West.
Okay.
But
And
they used to like really get down, like man, like we're
yeah,
gonna get at you guys, man, just so we can, throw it in your face.
And it was
Now
trash
it's just,
there?
it was,
It used to
man,
matter.
it used to, not anymore, man.
you
Bro?
know
Like
what?
T said, I watch a 3-point contest, and even the dunk contest is like,
The dunk contest is
That shit
trash.
was
So I
garbage.
don't care.
That was the sorriest display. And you know what?
The last couple of years, the last one I seen that was hard was Aaron Gordon when he went against
yeah,
Zach
right up on
Levine.
the two legs.
And that
And
was it.
we were spoiled from that because we thought it would keep going up from there.
Keep getting better.
Oh, to set your expectations.
There's
Yeah,
no creativity anymore, man. It's like
definitely.
Oh,
rap. There's no creativity anymore.
I mean, you can get the YouTube dunkers on and have them do some stuff up there, man. That would be way harder than with Jalen Brown, kids. Like, I mean, I respect Jalen Brown for trying, kids, but like, man, that was like, good lord, man.
it was that
Like, come
bad?
on.
It's like
Oh, it was horrible.
it's like he forgot to do so the whole D Brown dunk. I was like, for real. So the whole issue is a lot of these big name players they don't want to enter. They don't want to enter the NBA slam dunk contest. So Jaylen Brown had the biggest name in that event, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to pay tribute to, I wouldn't say a Boston legend, but someone who played for Boston when he won the slam dunk contest, and you try to do his dunk, you have to kind of do it the whole way through, not dunk it and then
Or
land
better.
get and be like, oh, and then cover your eyes like, oh yeah, I did it right.
Nah, man, you got to do it better. Like you said, you got to do it better because, like, if you can't replicate it, you got to do
You,
it better.
man, what happened to that bar? Like, what, man? It just shit just got lowered. Like, what the hell? Like,
They make too much money. Maybe that's an issue. So
So
maybe
they're just complacent. Is that what you're thinking? They're just doing whatever.
man,
You
kind
know
of.
what?
it's so easy. Like, it's even the defense, man. You go like
Just
foul.
play defense. Shit.
You can't even play defense no more, man.
Just play defense. Make it like, I mean, like,
Niggas throwing themselves in front of you to take an offensive foul. And so,
hey, you don't gotta dive all over the floor, and it's a regular season game, but like, see that's why if I was in the NBA and I made it to the All-Star game, they would hate me.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah,
They
oh
would
yeah.
I'm
hate
blocking
me.
everything. Why you play so hard?
Yeah.
Fuck you, nigga.
Like, oh
What's up?
yeah, he from a different era. Damn, we got like
15
56 points
steals,
already.
yeah.
It's a halftime.
15
I was just
steals,
like
6
the slam
blocks.
dunk part. That part excites me. The whole flipping and showing out and what's the little jump off the what is it? The
Off the
little
trampoline.
yeah, not well, I don't know, the
Isn't that
trampoline, whatever
that's
that
the
jump
Harlem
pad.
Globetrotters? So what? The
They
trampoline.
don't do
You
that.
seen that? You know what? We went and seen that. Me and my stepson went and seen that. That shit was better than the All-Star game.
That was more competitive,
That
Globetrotters?
was more, yes, the Globetrotters was
and
better
that shit's
than the
script, and that's
All-Star game.
scripted.
Oh yeah.
I was so crushed when I found out that was fake. Don't do that. You could have kept that secret until I died because I really thought they was doing
How
something.
many times can you beat the Generals? Like, you
Right?
feel me?
It's like 300 to 1. It's like
Wow. So All-Star game
Yeah,
was
man.
trash? Absolutely not.
It was
Do not
crap, man.
recommend 0 stars?
no,
They
they
still
have
got the.
stars. They just don't. They gave no
They
effort.
don't try, man.
No, I'm talking
Nah,
about
man,
recommend as far as 10 stars, 5 stars. You give it no stars, it was trash? No?
it was
You're not
trash.
It
Yeah,
was trash. The whole
Trash.
weekend was trash.
it
Oh
was
my
garbage
God.
pail.
The 3-point shootout, that was dope. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was good.
And T, I kind of blame, since you're a Warriors fan, I kind of blame Steph Curry.
You seen that on
Oh, you're not
YouTube
by yourself, man.
somewhere?
I'm a Warriors
No,
fan too, bro.
I
You
thought
seen
about
that
that.
on YouTube somewhere?
I thought about that as well though, because you got to think, once Steph start doing that consistently, how many players started to shoot deeper threes, and how many players in the league that are coming up are trying to be the next Steph Curry? You have
That
dude
ain't
from
his fault,
Minnesota.
nigga.
You have a center. You have a center from Minnesota in the 3-point contest.
And he hard too.
This is the
It's just
change of
what it
game,
is.
man.
You just gotta call it what it is. The Steph effect,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's not ruin. It's not ruining it. It's because it's they want to replicate, like you said. Like it's like the Jaylen Brown trying to replicate D Brown dunk. What was his name? D Brown.
Yeah, D Brown. Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
shit.
It's
it
just
is.
one of those
See,
change of the tide type of things, man. It's like, you got to adjust, and you have to adjust to it just to be able to compete. Because, man, you shooting threes from half court. It's like, damn. You guys don't play defense. It's like we got to do something to keep up with it.
See, but the thing is too is what everybody's failing to forget is Steph does that in the All-Star game. What he does in the All-Star game, that nigga does in the regular season games
Oh, yeah.
too.
Right.
Though.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like he plays his game in the All-Star game. Like, I mean, on offense.
True.
But if man, it's just somebody got to step up and just be like, nigga, you know what? Cause like just one, and I was thinking it was gonna be Anthony Edwards to be the one to be like, you know what, man, y'all niggas ain't finna score on me. Cause like I don't care if there's no All-Star game. I was thinking it was gonna be him, but nope.
Or have like a dominant big man who just sits him down low and just starts dunking on people. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't even see that anymore.
exactly. Djokovic is all the way on half court line too. Like, man, like
I mean, he's
somebody break a
And
backboard anymore? God damn.
probably the
Like,
best
yeah,
he's the best big man in the NBA, but even he's finesse.
he's finesse though.
oh yeah. I got a question. What do you guys think of this Euro stat? That shit look like
That shit
traveling like a
traveling like a
motherfucker, man.
motherfucker, man. That shit traveling, kid. I don't care what nobody says.
It's only
Look
two
like
steps, though.
they look like they're on the electric slide, bro. Like,
It's only two
I don't
steps.
even that is. What is I don't know what you're talking about at all.
I'll send you a
It's
video.
where it's just, come on, bro. It's traveling, man. I mean, it is. They just trying to put a little perk so you can get more scoring and stuff. Like, I seen, okay, Alan, since you're a Lakers fan, let me do this to you then.
All right.
Because I seen LeBron catch a pass beyond the 3-point line and not even take a dribble and end up dunking it at the basket.
he caught an Uber to the basket.
Yeah.
That's traveling like a
Yeah,
motherfucker,
so I'm
man.
like,
I owe everything though. That's traveling, bro.
I'm like, he doing a triple jump to the basket.
Yeah,
That shit crazy, man.
tell you, yeah.
They're making up rules as they go.
Yeah,
That's funny.
we can't fix the All-Star game until they move it to the end of the season, and then you give the players an incentive to play. Like, nigga, here, y'all get $1 million if you whoever win, you get do it like this. Well, you can't say the NBA, I mean the NFL anymore, but like give an incentive, but put it at the end of the season. Why do it in the middle of the season when nobody want to play and then get hurt? If you do it at the end of the season, at least everybody is they got
Right.
it could be like a real pickup game at least.
The only
And
thing.
my bad. I'm sorry. I was just about to go in.
Finish your point.
Well, I was just gonna say, man, that I believe you blame Steph. I blame Adam Silver, man.
Hell yeah.
That dude is a pushover, man.
But he's bringing in the money for the league.
So what, man? So what? The integrity of the game is being lost, man.
Less people tuning into that, man. I mean,
Yeah,
if
man,
there's
you
a
got
market for
hella
big
people
three to come
boycotting.
in, yeah.
Like really, like when it comes to like sports betting and sports, I feel for the first time ever, like my childhood is being taken from me. You know what I mean? Because when you're a kid, you're like, man, I can't wait to get older. But then when you get older, at least you have like sports, which you felt that was like the only pure thing left. Now, when big businesses and sports gambling come along, you see everything is a business now. It's not even a sport. It's entertainment.
Right.
So now it's like that was the last bit with NFL, NBA. That was the last bit of my childhood that I had, and now it's being taken from me.
How you think Pete Rose feel, man?
Oh,
It's like,
I do know him.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
He probably looking at this shit like, I can't believe this motherfucker. Damn it. I lost everything because now you motherfuckers want to put gambling in there.
He was the pioneer.
Right.
He was a baseball player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the Reds, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
and
normally
booted out for gambling.
So normally during like All-Star break, a lot of the superstar players bring out their own shoes, right? Like their new shoes that's coming out. So LeBron actually brought a pair of his shoes, but on the same exact day, on the same exact day, who else brought their shoes?
Like Sneaker Con or something like that?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
He dropped his
for real?
Day?
You ain't see the T45's, cuz it's just hard.
Which ones? Yeah. Sarcastically speaking, them gold joints is ugly. Yeah.
They look like something we would have done in the 5th grade, like a science project. Spray paint them gold and then add some whatever to get a grade. No, they're ugly.
XJ900s. Yeah.
You said XJ900?
Oh, the Payless.
That's a
Back in the day, bro. Oh, everything though, yeah, they do.
With
the little wing?
Oh, everything.
XJ900. Yeah, that's
ain't there for sport. Oh, you used to get roasted for those too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey man,
you were the brokest of the brokest.
Be the kid. Oh yeah, man. That used to be me. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I had Stadias.
Stadia. Oh man,
What's
out
that?
some cons. Out some cons.
Stadias. That was
The con, yeah,
The cons, yeah, the
not the
cons, bruh.
Converse,
From
nigga,
Big
just the
Five.
cons.
I
From
don't
Big
even know
Five,
them.
bruh.
CONS.
Hell yeah. I was getting
Oh
roasted
man,
all the
nigga,
time,
there was
bruh.
no verse, nigga. It didn't have the
Oh
verse.
man, kids were so cruel, bruh.
Are those Payless shoes?
Yeah,
They,
they big five shoes.
yeah, Big Fives, man. The cons, man. Big ass letters too. Couldn't even hide it.
Yeah,
Like, damn,
kid.
bruh.
I
Oh,
remember that.
Hella man.
oh wow.
Hey, I remember, cuz my dad brought them home because he's like, these are fresh, man. He's like, I'm like, man, dad, yeah, like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, man.
he forgot the verse too, man.
Oh no.
He's looking
Now
for present.
he forgot the verse. The other part was gone.
Yeah, no, it got the cons,
Convert,
but there
yeah.
was no verse.
Oh
Yeah, just
no.
no
Man,
verse.
you got conned with those boys.
Yeah, you got
Man, kids are
cons.
so cold. Kidney, bro.
Oh
Or
my
anything
God.
else.
Nigga try to upgrade you. Like,
Them
oh, hey,
clodhopper ass thing.
like yeah, for $3, we got the shoe glue for you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh, bro.
3 days later, cause your whole bottom is
Yeah.
falling off. Cause you sitting there, you got hand inside your shoe, trying to put glue in that motherfucker.
The front part, like, man, your
Oh,
shoes
man.
look just looking like, man, kids was
Your
cold,
shoes
bro.
is talking.
Man,
Oh no. It wasn't that bad for me, I guess. Jesus Christ.
Now, okay,
yeah,
you
man.
probably had the Cortezes and
I did. I'm a drug dealer's daughter. I did. I definitely did that British night. I sure did.
Yeah. You had the Cortezes and the little starter jackets and shit.
I did. A Lakers jacket. I sure did.
You remember them Shaq dunks?
No,
When
Oh,
Shaq
you
came out with his own shoe?
those.
You
I
know
do
what? I ain't
remember.
gonna lie.
Fast forward a little bit to what's the pump it up? What is it?
Reebok Up.
Reeboks. It was the Reeboks, yeah.
I
So like
remember that.
early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, I had those. I had those.
Yeah. I wish I had those. Yeah, I thought those was cool as fuck.
XJ 900s,
They
Shaquille O'Neal
they had
shoes
the
in
little thing you
Kmart.
could put
When
on the
was that?
side.
Were we
Got
high
the hoops
school?
in some of them shacks.
Yeah. When were they in Kmart? Right? His shoes? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dunks.
Yeah, but I mean, I
They in
heard
Walmart
Shaq's
now.
and when he was with Reebok, that's when I
Oh,
was.
not those.
Shaq.
I'm talking about the dunks. Yeah, not the.
No, yeah, was it New Balance? New Balance.
But okay,
That was a little bit up there, huh?
They stepped their game up now.
but New Balance is fresh now. Like people
Oh,
wearing
yeah, they came
Yeah.
back.
with pride.
Told you the
Yeah.
90s, that retro 90s thing is back, man.
Yeah. They
And
got
Champion, because Champion was at Kmart, remember?
the champion.
Champion. Bruh.
The champion.
These kids really think they're doing something wearing that. I'm like, y'all don't even know the history about
That
Champion.
was basketball practice. Where?
Right.
Ali. Or the Ewings.
Oh, bruh.
Well, you went
I
right.
forgot about them things.
What's that? 93, 94?
I remember I
Man.
had the black and white ones when they came out. 'Cause I told my mom I need those, mom, man. I got those for Christmas, nigga. I thought that was hard,
Heavy ass bottoms. Nigga. You can't.
Oh my
I'm
God.
trying to get a rebound.
Weighted ass shoes, Frankenstein looking. Yeah.
Kicking niggas gonna break his kneecap.
Oh my God.
Patella gone.
So anyway, let's get back on this Trump thing real quick.
Sure.
Okay, so he came out with these gold joints, that were pretty ugly, but I did say that he did, and those aren't the only ones. He got 2 other pairs, which I actually like. I ain't gonna lie, I would rock them.
Rock them to where? To bed?
They like Yeezys. Almost like
Yeah,
Yeezys.
they kind of do look like Yeezys. I ain't gonna lie. But
It's got the T in
the
the
gold ones that he selling for $400, man, that's a straight man. He getting over in it. But
He sold out? He sold
yeah, they sold out.
Oh, what?
So he launched them all on the same day?
They sold out within hours.
I respect the hustle. I wouldn't pay $400 for them, but hey.
No, me either.
Damn.
Hey, but
400?
okay, Al. So this is the part. So my topic was this real quick. So there's a little dude on Fox News because it looked like Pee Wee Herman.
Bruh.
He says something.
Look at this nigga
Like
right now.
the way he was saying, Al, do you got the audio for that?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, you gotta hear this. Listen, and then we're gonna react to it.
I was on social media last night. Very interesting. As you see Black support eroding from Joe Biden, This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Seriously?
Okay.
Culture, cuz.
Okay.
White people, whenever we make some type of progress with each other, you always have one that just wants to.
He just knew what he was talking about too.
You know.
Yeah, he sounded
He knows,
enthused, his
Tyrone, nigga,
enthusiasm was on a million.
Who the fuck is he talking to? Like who?
Right.
God damn.
That I have been enlightened.
Whatever this program, because Black people love shoes. Like that's how we're getting the Trump. Like, that's how Trump's getting their vote.
We gonna go vote because Trump.
Maybe it's
get our vote because he made
policies
some
or
shoes. Yeah.
it's shoes.
You,
Is it the shoes?
gotta be the shoes.
man,
Bro, I'm showing up at Trump because man, them shoes, bro, on everything. You got my vote. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Real quick. Now, my question is, how did that make you feel after you heard that?
Makes me feel like we're being like laughed at, nigga. Like
Focus on us, yes.
yeah, it sounds like our intelligence is being mocked. Like, oh yeah, they don't know nothing but culture and shoes. That's it. Everything's about the culture with Black folks. Culture this, culture that. Do it for the culture. Go to jail for the culture. Stop our bitching for the culture, nigga. It's like it's the same shit. They think that by using those two key words that they understand this. No.
There are lots of other reasons why Black people are either voting for Trump or deciding to sit it out, and shoes aren't one of them. It just shows ignorance and how we are still being perceived. This is sad. It's just sad. These stereotypes we can't break away from.
The T45s.
God
All right.
damn, guys.
I got another thing to say real quick. Devil's advocate, though. Every day we see it on TV, and our videos. If, I'm just saying, from them watching us outside in, they do see our culture. They see the cars. They see the jewelry. They see, everybody wanting money. They see the shoes, the designer clothes and stuff like that. So they're looking at us like that. So are we the ones showing them that?
Yes, that's where he got it from. He knew what he was talking about, maybe this much. That's where he got it from. They see how we do the fool over shoes and jewelry and cars, spend our money on stupid stuff. He knew what he was talking about, kind of, sort of, but he still put too much on it.
Or shaking her ass on the internet.
You see, and I hate that. As a woman, I really, really hate that. It makes me so mad. Like, I'll instantly get an attitude because why are you doing that? You're supposed to be at home behind closed doors doing all of that, what you're doing on Instagram. I hate that so much. It's so great.
Stop it, Lizzo. Stop it.
As a man, like I'm kind of jealous of women though, because niggas can't be on Instagram like with they shit out, like getting 238 likes. Say what?
Because if a man posts a shirtless picture and he starts tracking, why he can't show off what happened to him in the gym, his results? Why he can't be shirtless? Why he can't do that? Because y'all here with your cleavage out and your booty out and your titties out and your nipples showing it. Why he can't do that?
Because niggas don't want to see that shit and they start hating my you got there, man, fuck that nigga, guys. He ain't got shit on.
Or he's gay.
Let that man show off his Planet Fitness results.
That's the
I hate it.
Niggas be hating.
Yeah. Show off your fitness.
I don't think it's necessary we're the ones broadcasting it, but I think we're allowing it to be out there like that. We're allowing that image to be projected out there like that. And it's a shame because we used to have standards where we would shut that shit down real quick.
We don't own shit.
But we don't own anything.
We
got to get on these record labels and these media companies too. Like, man.
We don't own our own culture.
It's pop. It's all pop now.
We talk about culture and we want to display culture, but guess what? We don't own it.
No.
We're
He
lacking
invented.
morals. We are, especially the women. They're definitely lacking morals. When Monique came out and said, "My sweet," when she told the women
Oh,
not to wear
bruh.
bonnets, they ripped her head off. I don't like bonnets. I think bonnets, house slippers, and pajama pants in public are ghetto as fuck. I totally agree with her,
Yeah.
but they don't want to hear it. She was just giving constructive criticism, saying, "Go out
Oh
presentable
no.
every time you leave the house." And they called her all kind of fat bitches, and you don't know what you're talking about, insecure. Why y'all do that to her? She's telling you to make sure you look like something. You walking through the airport, you didn't pay $500, $600, $700 to go to Miami. You didn't got your ugly ass lashes done. You didn't got this weave down to your knees, and you got this bonnet on. Why you do that?
I have no idea. I hate that shit. I don't know why women
You
are doing
do.
that shit. I swear, with black women, you do not need all that goddamn makeup and those
You know?
blonde color. You guys are looking like drag queens.
And that's
Like you
what I
get a
be saying.
picture of RuPaul from the
And
'90s
that's what I be
and a
saying.
female now put together. And I'm not surprised because these women are getting makeup tutorials from gay dudes online. It's like, what is you doing? That used to not be us. They did that stuff. Black don't crack. You remember that? Like
You can tell that we're
now
the same age because when I say that, I always say RuPaul's
they
first.
looking like drag queens, bruh. It's
That's
like
what it is because the eyelashes are like this.
fucking bodysuits and shit. It's like, and then these BBLs, man. Oh man, if you got a blonde wig and BBL, I'm not even talking to you. I'm good. You can't bring nothing to the table
You a
Who's to blame?
on
stereotype.
everything.
Hey,
Who's
Steve.
to blame for that?
Stereotype.
Hey, Steve. After this, you might not be back on, man.
Hey,
We gonna
at
have
least
our
as long
hands
as I can get the
that
truth
shit.
out there. But real talk though, if anybody disagrees with what I'm saying, please put in the comment because I would really like to get your feedback and make sure you hit that like and subscribe because yeah, I just want to get your feedback, please.
Well, who's to blame for that? These women shaking their booties online. Who's to blame?
To
It's
blame our culture and like you said, a lack of morals and it becoming popularized. It's normalized to get a BBL. Oh, I'm gonna be like Sexy Red or Lucian, Suki Hana, whoever her name is. It,
that bitch
we
need to be stopped right there.
yeah.
She
But
need to
then
be
it's
stopped.
us too, not just black people. It's just us making these people famous. Because I don't watch TV, but
True.
I know that Rashawn Brock should never have been or should not be as high as she is. The talent that she lacks, she's not supposed to be popular like that. I'm not even hating on her, but the stuff that she does, like, come on. We made it. Well, not we, because I didn't have any parts in that. Making her popular, putting all that money in her pocket for doing that? No, absolutely not. No.
But then not even realizing that, yeah. So let's say if you have 3 million followers, not realizing that you're showing the other cultures, right? And so now they're using that
You do.
on their platform and getting way more followings,
They are.
getting way, much more money for doing something that we've been doing.
They
That's
are.
one.
Keep
That's
that
one
shit
thing
in
about
house.
our people. Very true. I agree with that. But one thing about our people we got to understand is we've come out with some of the most creative, invented some of the most greatest things. But our problem is we don't know how to monetize
You're
what we
right.
have. We don't monetize. So then you have someone else who comes in outside of our race and like, oh well, I like that. Let me take advantage
Swoop
of it.
on it.
Yeah,
Getting paid off the top.
That's why you gotta do
so,
that flip mode, you know.
yeah. The black community needs financial literacy like they know the Bible. We definitely need financial. We need to teach our kids financial literacy. We need that straight
I
up, man.
believe in that.
And for all you rappers out there, I'm talking about Hip.5, there's niggas in other cultures or other cultures in other countries doing
Oh
it way better than we are. And they're taking it back. So you remember how it used to be funny when other countries they'd actually get the album probably like maybe 2 or 3 years later.
yeah,
Oh, because they're so behind, you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now when you see their videos, it reminds me of the early 90s shit that we used to love.
mm,
Because they're still stuck in that era? You mean, is that what you're saying?
That's just where they're at right now. And
Oh.
And
like rap music. That's just where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a YouTube video on the rap scene in Africa, and
How is it?
it's like it's like they're rapping like Tupac and stuff like that. Dr. Dre back in the days in 2000s and shit like that. That's how the
Wow.
rappers sound.
I wonder if
But
that's why so many legacy older rappers go overseas
and
because
still be
it's
able
more
to cash
appreciated.
out.
Yeah, it's more appreciated.
And
That's where
still be
JT the bigger figure is. He been there for hella long.
oh, real talk, JT.
Yes,
Man,
he's doing movies over there. I can't
that's
remember
what
what
he
it's
do to
called.
get
It's some
low.
black Netflix stuff.
He
He's
getting
building
low up over
over
there.
there.
Man,
What'd you say?
salute. He doing the get low up over there. Salute to
Yeah,
him, man.
that's where he is.
Salute to
He's over
JT,
there.
man. I
I
ain't
know
know
a lot
that.
of Bay Area rappers that go overseas and do tours and stuff overseas and stuff like that. Jay Diggs used to do that. Mac Dre did that a couple times.
Wow.
And they're and I think they're just appreciated and they feel the actual love of the actual music. Whereas
Mhm.
here, it's
I
so
know
hype
Mr.
right now.
Fab did it too. Mr. Fab did it and went over and
Salute to
people in
Fab.
London
Salute to
and
Fab.
yeah, he went over there. He did his own little thing in Europe and got like he did his own little thing. Like he called all the places. And this is what Stretch was saying. That Fab called all the places and lined all of his shit up and then and went out there and went to Europe and started networking in Europe and stuff and they was bringing them back out there to do shows and stuff like that and like it trickled down like a bunch of other Bay Area. Filthy Rich went out there, Joe Blow, like they all be
Filthy
going
went
out
out
there
there.
now.
Yeah,
Do you think they just appreciate the artistry more about
It's
there?
just
Like the
yeah.
I think so.
I think it's because they're not. They're not like mega stars where they go out there and they shit. They shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're one of the normal people. Like they're grateful to be out there and shit. So like
I
so
think
shit.
though, I think though too because the Bay Area always has like a history of independence. I
Yeah.
think they can really go out there and win just doing their own thing rather than combating with these major labels out here in the U.S. and go out there and just win even more.
Hey T, did you watch that video that I sent you
Which one?
of the Asian rapper?
No.
All right, hold up. So I'm about to play this real quick. So let me know. And I'll mute it out when I put it on. But I want to get you guys' actual response to
For sure.
what you're hearing because to me this shit goes hard. Actually, I'll forward it to you guys right now so you guys can listen to it on your own time.
Is he singing in?
It's in Japanese.
Okay.
It's either Japanese or Chinese, but to me this shit goes hard.
What do you think of them having like cornrows and stuff and like really breakdancing and stuff over there? It's a trip seeing like Koreans and Japanese having cornrows and everything and just
I
being
see. I seen that now.
I saw something on YouTube. Niggas that had afros. I was like, wait.
Yeah, hey, on everything though, bro. I was like, what the how the hell you get your hair like?
It's something they were doing it in India too. They're doing some really tight, small rollers. They're putting the chemicals in there and they take it out and it's automatically stuck like that. So when you pick out the curls, it looks like a black person's afro on them.
See how
They're very big
influential
on
we are?
culture.
Do you see how influential we are?
They're
We
doing
just
the
need to
beard.
monetize.
You
We
know, the
just need to
Indians, they
monetize
have
it.
hella hair in their beard. So they're doing the beard. They're doing the this thing, the twirl. It's some type of hard thing, but they do it like that. Then they put the liquid chemical on there, and they got all these knotted up, twisted stuff in their beard, and they take it out. The mustache is stuck, and then this looks like a black person's beard. All this stuff. It went
We
from color
we
straight.
probably be stars when we go up over there.
I'm gonna do the Fu
Real ones.
Manchu,
They're real.
I'm gonna do the long Asian beard with the straight
The Fu
straight
Manchu.
hair
There
and
you go.
the little curled mustache.
Looking like Master Splinter.
The whole time just see.
Girl.
No.
Probably racist. I'll probably take that shit.
I'm gonna do like dude on Kill Bill when he kept taking his shit and
I mean, shit.
throwing his shit. Nigga,
Man.
yeah, man, it's culture, man. We're big on culture.
We
They
just
love
gotta
culture.
monetize our stuff, man, because everybody's appropriating it and winning. We just gotta monetize our stuff, man. We are the most influential people. Black Americans are the most influential people on this earth. We just gotta monetize our stuff, man. Real talk.
Lacking the education for that.
It starts with us, and hey,
What did Tupac say? We may
this
not change the world, but we can say something. What do you say?
We can be the spark.
We can be the spark of the person that may change the world.
Well, we better get to sparking then.
Oh, yeah, I'm already on it, man. I'm breaking
Get that
generation
ladder
curses
out.
right here, man. I'm already on it on everything.
Well, I mean, we are sparking just the wrong thing.
Okay.
Speaking of sparking,
All right, so let's get off this topic, move on real quick. So, Steve, I know you really want to talk about this one, which is
Yeah,
child support reform. So, where are you going with this?
it was kind of semi-serious, because I've seen some issues pop up past few months, and I'm starting to see a lot of brothers are getting locked up because they're losing a job, their economy is really bad, and they're losing their jobs and they're getting locked up because they can't afford to pay child support, and they've actually been paying child support, and I'm starting to see a lot of mothers who are using child support as support, not for the child, but just to support themselves. So I'm asking, do we need some type of like reform with it where, say there's like a card that shows where the money's being how the money's being spent as for
Yes.
the child.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there was a thing about Houston. It was on this radio show called 97.9, The Box, and this mother had called in and saying her daughter, 16-year-old daughter, was basically doing too much with asking for stuff, and she went to go live with her dad, and the daughter said, every time I ask you for something, you say you don't have any money, but I know my dad's getting, I think it was like 12 to 1600 a month. He's paying child support for me, but my other two brothers, which that's not our dad's kids, are getting stuff. And she was like, I'd rather go stay with my dad. And so, I'm thinking, should there be some type of reform where like the money should be shown that's being spent, on the child, or should we keep it as is? Because from personal experience, I've seen some shady stuff with some women. Not
Yeah.
all women. I'm just saying some. So
Personal
should there be some
experience.
type of
Yes.
reform?
I'll let someone else go first before
Can
Yes.
you?
I pay child
Oh, I'm sorry.
support,
Go ahead.
and I don't want to, but the way the state has it set up and shit like that, I have to go through or I have to give my arm and my leg in order to get my shit, taken off and stuff because I send money and we don't know where the fuck that money's going. We don't know what they do with that money or anything. Once it goes into that child support shit, that shit is like gone. There's nothing. There's no backtracking or there's no paper trail of it or anything. It's just in there. It's just gone. I don't know anything what they do with it, and then I still help out too. So there needs to be some kind of reform to where yeah, people should be able to keep a ledger on uh, what the women are spending their child support on, or even men too. Like, because if you're not supporting your child with that, then that's like it should be against the law.
Can you?
Here's the answer you were not expecting to hear. I have to pay child support because I got an ex-husband from hell. He's a bitch. We have two daughters together. And instead of him just taking payments from me, letting me pay him, he'd rather put me on child support. And I was paying them. I won a couple of lawsuits one time. I got in a couple of car accidents, and my settlements went straight to him. I didn't get anything. Like I wasn't faking. I was really hurt in the accident that I got into, and my settlement went straight to him. This man got me paying child support for the children that we had together. He gets income tax from them, so it's flip. I know you'd expect to hear this from me. You thought you were about to hear something else. It's flip. And I'm like, why do I have to pay for child support? And then when we had this custody thing, the visitation, I have to go from Sacramento all the way to Monterey County to get my kids, bring them back here, pay for them while they're here, do their medical while they're here, and then I still have to pay him child support when they're with me. It's like I have 3 or 4 kids and I only have two because I have to pay for them when they're here with me, but when they were, because they're grown now. When they're here with me, when they came to Sacramento for the summer and for the breaks, but while they're here with me, I still got to make sure he gets child support while they're here with me. So that's stupid too. It's like you have medical through your job. I mean, through your job with them, but I can't get medical over here. I couldn't get Medi-Cal because that's fraud. So it's just a mess. And he's just sitting back like normally women do, like how you guys are, saying how women abuse it. He was abusing it. Why do you have me paying child support for kids that you know that I take care of? I'm sending money through my family. I'm sending money directly to them because kids got all kind of before Cash Out, however I was sending it. Make sure they got what they needed, but you got me on child support. Why?
But didn't
Well,
you,
what women do?
but didn't you guys want equal rights?
Who? The women?
Yeah.
Get what you vote
What
for.
does that have to do with child support?
Huh?
What does that have to do with child support?
It's equal rights.
How?
Because normally the man is the one having to fork up all the money, so it's reversed for you. So now you understand what most men, especially in California, they go through when it comes to child support.
Oh, absolutely. I always have said that. I totally understand. But he's just abusing it how women are abusing it. Because what are you doing? And why are you doing this? You're just being a bitter asshole, is what you're doing. Flat
It
out.
feels
That's
the other way.
what the women are doing. And then we got this order where I'm supposed to see my kids, and you come up with you can't see them today, just like women. You can't see them today because we're going out to the birthday party. Fuck that birthday party. I paid my child
Sound
support.
like a baby mama.
Order. I'm supposed to see my
Everything.
kids. Bring
No
my kids to
disrespect.
the police station. I don't give a fuck about that party. I'm supposed to see my kids. So the stuff that most men go through, I had to go through with my husband. Like, why are you doing this to me? You want me to act stupid? You want me to go to jail? Is what you're doing. Why are you doing this? The women, you want these men to act stupid so they can go to jail. Is what you're doing. Same thing he was doing. It's dumb. You should have to do a spin down. Just like if you're getting money from, not really income tax, but if you're getting a check from somewhere, they want to see from the county welfare, they want to see a spin down. So the same thing. You need to show a spin down. What did you spend that money on?
It should be on the
$4,800
card.
shoes and everything
Everything's
else.
logged.
Where's the PG&E bill? Where's the smut? I need to see it. Where is the spin down? They need to make them show that.
Mhm.
You got your lashes done. You going to Miami. You got your nappy ass hair done, and my daughter got holes in her shoes. What? Oh,
Or
they need to show the spin down. I think they're
the kids by another dude. Another dude's kids
right.
are getting taken care of with that money.
And in that case, like you said, what are you supposed to do in that case? Like, how do you prove that? You have 3 kids, 2 different fathers, and you're getting child support from one, but you're splitting the check amongst all 3 kids. What are you supposed to do about that? Where's that man at? What he's sending 0? Then what do? You can't divide my child support for somebody else's kids. Absolutely not.
I don't know. You can't.
You got to bust it down.
Definitely don't.
She got bust down.
It's just not fair. It's stupid. He's just abusing the system. That's bitter baby mamas, in my case, a bitter ex-husband, because why are you doing that?
Yeah, it's weaponized. Child support's weaponized. As soon as you break up, instantly. Like
Court order.
I definitely did not expect that response from you.
I know.
Sure.
Because it's just backwards. He went to court and lied and said all kind of crazy. So then he got custody of the kids, and we had to do this back and forth stuff that maybe y'all went through. Family court is hell, and it's worse than criminal court. Criminal court, I can handle that. I got it. It's nothing.
Definitely needs to be
Family court, shit, that's emotional. You got live, and they'll let you talk. And
yeah, I was about to beat the little lawyer up that was helping.
That's how it goes.
Man,
it's always one-sided in there. Family court is a fool.
Motherfucking neck way you.
And it's cool because they know each other. They go to lunch afterwards.
I mean, the same thing for criminal court too.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
And then your deepest, darker secrets, like, so how'd this happen? And you got to break it all down so they have an understanding to use it in court.
Then they want to bring up somebody that, like in my case, my kids' dad, my ex-husband, was asking them questions when they would come back home from being from Sacramento. And I'm like, the names that they're saying are our cousins. You make sense by having men around my kids. Those are our cousins, you idiot. So then in a court order, in the family, in our, what do you call it? Our file is names in there, people's first and last names. Why are you grilling my kids like I'm doing something when they're over here? You don't know where I live. Never came to see about them. You know what I mean? Oh, she's doing this and that. I'm not doing anything but trying to take care of these children that I'm paying you for. That's stupid.
I ain't gonna lie, because if I was in that situation, I'm like, hey, who your mama got over there?
Would you?
You know what I'm saying? who
weaponizing your kids, man. That's the problem.
Hey,
but I feel like any other man would have came and seen where I'm not no ghetto ass shit. He knew that. He already knows that. So that's out the door. But you should have came to see where I was laying my head at with these children. He never came, ever. He's never been here. He never met me halfway. I always had to go all the way from Sacramento to Monterey County, get the kids, do a turnaround, and come back, do the 2 weeks here or whatever, and then take them back.
Man, that commute. Whew,
that's a 3-hour drive. Then you got to pay the toll in the end, and when you come back, it was hell. And I did that for like years.
That's like what, 4 CDs to you? That's
hella CDs, man. 3 hours? That's stupid. Don't get traffic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the child support, like you said, they definitely need to do something about that because it's not fair. But then on the flip side, it's like you're taking license from the what do they be calling me? The absent parent or the non-custodial.
Absentee
The
parent,
non-custodial parent.
non-custodian. Yeah.
There was times I was driving with no license for like a year. I didn't even know that I didn't have license because they didn't took my license, but they're still taking my money. I'm still paying them, but they're taking my money every single month and they took my license. And I got pulled over and the police officer was like, well, you know, you don't have any license. And I was like, who don't have any license? And he can tell by the look on my face that I wasn't lying, but he was like, yeah, they tried to contact you and it says here that they did it. So you guys took my license. You know that I don't know, and I just been driving around without any license for like a year. So they take your license. In some cases, you can't work because you don't have a license. So it's just a mess.
Passport. So do you think the system's set up like this, like it's rigged for these type of families to lose? Like,
I mean, I know there's people gonna say she should have been taking care of her kids. First of all, fuck you, because that's not even the story. But it's just a trap. Because why is it like that? Why are you taking license? This man cannot go to work because he can't drive. If he gets pulled over, it's a crap. What are you supposed to do? What? Take something else. I don't know. Find him a job or something. It's just they're not meeting them halfway. The non-custodial parent, they're not meeting them halfway to try to fix all that stuff. You need to draw down on these women and make them do the spin down or something. Or in my case, the men. What are you spending the money on? What are you doing with the check?
Kind of like Steve said, maybe put it on like a debit card, but they need to have a court-appointed overseer
right,
to actually go with them to make sure that the money is being spent on what the child needs. I know that's
or lessen the check, and then you provide the shoes, the Pampers, the whatever. Instead of so much money, you provide less money, but actual stuff for the kids. I guess I don't know.
Give people a list. Shit.
Like PG&E, your cable bill, rent child support shouldn't be going towards
like a back to school list.
I mean,
it should be on to the child, not keeping lights on. Because at the same time,
so no, you don't think
the parent has to put in their equal half too. Like
child support shouldn't cover rent.
The parent who's the parent who lives there should be going. The parent who's saying there should be covering rent. That money should be going towards the child.
That gives incentive to not work.
Yeah, yeah.
So in my case, like I was saying, when the kids were with me, I did what I had to do for them, feeding them. You going to, amusement park, whatever we're doing. That's my money that he's not contributing to. He's not helping me with them while they're with me. And I still have to pay him while they're with me. That is stupid. And then I was asking the county, why don't you guys stop it when I have them with me? They're like, yeah, we can't do that. Why? You can't do that? I have to pay him while they're with me? Why can't you temporarily stop it? Or I don't know, something, but just having it ongoing still doesn't make any sense.
There needs to be some type of reform with things because people are taking advantage and weaponizing their kids. And,
way too much paperwork. Ain't nobody trying to sit there trying to switch over names and custody. Nah, nigga. Or get like a some kind of almost like an ankle monitor or some shit like that. That when you pick the kids up, you slide a card through like, yeah, I have my kids now, boom, and it stops then. And then you bring it back, slide that shit back. You know what I mean? Or something of that nature. But
they have that, but it's not that. It's on paper. It's the percentage that they make you write on the child support paperwork. And what percentage do you have your children? Well, it depends on what day of the week it is. Sometimes it's 100%, sometimes it's 0. That's stupid too. So they don't slide it, but they definitely make you write the percentage that you have your kids. What kind of shit?
True.
I don't know.
All right.
Ep.5, he want to do some shit. He need to fix that.
And you about to have a lot of ladies mad at you. Like,
I'm ready.
Backstabber.
She ain't writing for the cause.
Yeah.
Anybody has kids, they're grown, bitch. Both of them are grown. Next.
All right. So
don't get silent now. I done sat y'all down. Y'all ain't saying shit.
Oh no.
I believe it's time to
everyone beefing.
You guys say to put our give the shouts out to the businesses.
Yeah, so we'll skip the everyone beefing
okay.
for another time because we've been on for a minute. So Kenya.
Business shout outs.
The
We
floor is
got a couple of homies from Seaside, California. We must shout their businesses out because I promised him that I would. The first one is Daryl Wardell. He does breeding and something else he's doing. Pure quality canines. All the information will be in the description. So it's Daryl Wardell, Pure Quality Canines. He lives in North or South Carolina. I can't remember which one, but it doesn't matter. His brother, Derek Wardell, does Wardell's bead collection. He makes necklaces, bracelets. I've been asking him for like 2 or 3 years, can you make me some waist beads? He keeps saying no. So maybe if you guys just ask him, just keep on asking him and bug him and just hitting him up on Facebook, maybe he'll change his mind. Maybe. I don't know. Charles Wieder and Denise Wieder. She is Sheree's auntie, aunt. Charles and Denise Wieder have a plumbing and drain service here in Sacramento. I don't know what counties they serve, but I'm assuming it's Sacramento and maybe Placer since they're neighboring counties. But his information, all 3 of their information will be in the description, so you guys can reach out to them, support the homies in their business. And that's it for the business shout out today. Thank you.
And last but not least, Lysandra Roston, she has her own business as well, Crystal Vibes Guru, and she sells crystals, gems, rocks, and specimens, spheres, bracelets, etc. So if you guys want to get into contact with her on Facebook, for those who know her, but if you want to go online, you want to go to whatnot.com/invite/Crystal Vibes Guru. That's whatnot.com/invite/Crystal Vibes Guru.
Shout out Lysandra. Hey.
Salute.
So yeah, man, this was a really good show. I'm glad, we actually got a chance to sit down and have a conversation about these topics.
Oh yeah, sure,
Definitely
man.
appreciate you guys, man. Steve, once again, thank you for coming on.
Oh, right
Thank
on,
you, my
man.
brother.
It's great having you on, man. A lot of insight. Kenya, stay strong.
Forever.
Oh yeah, please, please remember to hit that like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know if I said anything wrong. I'd love to hear back. So yeah, man. But yeah, thank you guys for having me, man. Real talk.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for your insight. You're gonna double back and come back and teach financial literacy, right?
Yeah, man. If I have the honor to, yeah, hell yeah. Real talk.
We need you to teach financial literacy for dummies. You have to start at the bottom.
Oh yeah, explain to like 5, which I already got everything set out and everything right now too. So yeah, fighting.com anytime.
Ready.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's it.
All right. And thank you guys once again for listening to Talkin Spit After Hours. We're your hosts, TJ Bay, Kenya Cox, Steve White Jr., and Alan Poe. If you like it, you like it. If you love it, you love it. We love y'all. See y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.
Y'all have a great weekend, man.
Hey, likewise, man.
Yes.
That was smooth, man. I like that.